So how do you find a voice teacher? I mean, it is very easy. You could just simply put in a Google search, voice teachers near me, okay? And you'll find, hopefully, at least a few people that are giving voice lessons. But the thing is that finding the right voice teacher takes a little bit more digging, because voice teaching is one of those things, private voice teaching is one of those things that, anybody can put a sign outside their door saying voice lessons taught here. And, there are many, many, many fantastic voice teachers out there. And there are some that maybe don't have quite the experience that they need in order to give you what you need personally as a singer. So the first thing that I would suggest is that I would suggest you contact somebody that you know that does have a voice teacher and ask them about them. Ask what they do in lessons and what kind of repertoire they work on and what their technical voice is. Every voice teacher to a certain extent sort of has a shtick, the thing that they focus on a lot, the most. And, if that's what you need, that shtick that your friend told you about, then you need to contact them and see if maybe that voice teacher would give you a lesson, and that would help. But having that first person knowledge of asking a friend is really one of the best ways that you can get to somebody that you trust, and may work out well for you. Now, there are lots of other things. There are websites out there that you could look up that offer voice teachers for various styles and various levels and various age groups. I'm not going to name them here, but you can, again, do a Google search and you will find many of these websites that hook you up with voice teachers depending on what your goals are or what kind of music or what your age is or whatever it is that you want to learn. And then there are also organizations like there is the NATS organization, which is the National Association of Teachers of Singing. They have reputable voice teachers, and there may be some NATS teachers in your areas, and you can certainly contact them on their website, nats.org. And there are other musical organizations out there, like here where I live in New York, there is the New York State Singing Teachers Association, NYSTA, and they have a whole list of voice teachers that you can reference. But the thing is that what you want to do is just finding somebody that teaches voice is not enough. That's the first step. Okay, you want to make sure that you find somebody that actually teaches voice. And then what you need to do is you need to dig a little deeper. When you contact that voice teacher to schedule a first lesson or see if they're taking new students, what you want to do is you want to tell them a little bit about yourself and what your goals are. So tell them what your age is, whether you've ever taken voice lessons or not, whether you play an instrument and have any kind of musical experience, what your goal is, what kind of repertoire you would like to sing. And then that gives the voice teacher enough information to determine whether they believe that they will be a good fit for you. Because, for instance, I do not teach students younger than 14 years old. Okay, so whenever I have somebody inquire about a lesson, and I have that on my website, but not everybody reads the website. when people reach out to me and they say, I have a 9-year-old daughter who loves to sing and wants to be on American Idol someday, that's great. I will respond to them and say, that is wonderful and that's great. Unfortunately, I do not teach students that young, and therefore I suggest you try to find someone else. Then that saves your time and saves my time. Okay? Also understanding, there are some teachers that really focus on classical music and don't address musical theater or jazz or pop. If your sole desire is to be the next Whitney Houston, then that's wonderful. But a teacher that focuses solely on classical music might not be able to get you there. Okay? So make sure that you introduce yourself with all the information that tells the voice teacher who it is that you are, what kind of experience that you have, and what you want to learn. And then that will allow you to get to that person that is really going to help you much faster. Okay? And then what you may do is you may ask if that voice teacher offers trial lessons. Now, some voice teachers offer free trial lessons and some do not. Okay? I do not offer a free trial lesson. I offer a first lesson if they want to come for a first lesson before they commit to an entire semester's worth of lessons. They can contact me and they will have to pay for that lesson, but it will be a first lesson, and then at the end of that lesson, they can determine if they want to continue or not, or I can determine whether or not I want to continue with them, But you can ask them if they would offer a trial lesson or a first lesson so that you can get to know each other. And then you can gauge whether or not the personality works, the communication style works, if the person makes you feel comfortable, if their goals for you match your goals, and then that can lead to a productive relationship. So the thing is, when you are looking for a voice teacher, do your research, okay? And make sure that you are open in the communication with that voice teacher from the very, very beginning so that they know exactly what you want, what you're looking for, and then they can respond to that. So good luck.